Yeah, buddy. Cheese grits and NyQuil, Western Mass Secure Lock Sport. Giving a shot to ABUS 7240. I've got a few of these actually, and I can't frickin' pick them. I don't know why they're so hard, because they're not that high ranked of a lock. There is a ton of spools in the one that I did look in. And that could be it. Maybe I'm not very good with spools. Definitely not trying to muscle it open. But I seem to be, I get a little tiny bit of core movement, and then I'm back to square one, it seems. I drop everything, and so we're gonna try to get this one out of the naughty bucket. My naughty bucket's getting way too deep. We are approximately 11:30 in the evening, and I would like to be in bed by 11:40 with a pick lock going in the recycle bucket, so I can turn it into a challenge lock and send it out to frustrate the hell out of someone else. Okay, we're getting some pin action. This keyway's pretty, there, little tiny false set right there. This keyway is pretty tight for me. I don't know for the rest of the picking community, but for me this keyway is quite tight. There's some warding that comes out here that seems to be pretty severe, at least in my experience. I would say this is a pretty secure lock all in all, though. Like, if you're looking to lock your stuff up, because the amount of time it's going to take to pick, like, I think your stuff's going to be just fine. I don't know how this reacts to hammer blows or anything like that, or how easily it shackle cuts, but in the sense of somebody just quietly opening your lock, not that easy, at least the ones I have. So I don't know, they're in the very back of this lock. Yeah, that's a pin. Sometimes it feels like a pin, and then I push on it and it's just nothing. Okay, there's a little pop. I'm afraid to let the counter rotation happen when I feel it, because I don't know if it's me pushing on warding that's turning the core, or if it's the actual pen giving me lip. And these spool pens are mouthier than hell. Okay, got a big click there. I need to get a pop here, it feels, on the first pin. No, not yet. Right there feels like I need a pop. Okay. Let's continue deeper. There we go. A little bit of rotation. I don't know if I'm just going back to the same place, or I assume that this will spring open when I hit the jackpot. It seems to spring open with the key. here? Nope. Pin 1 is good. Pin 2, good. I think I just floated it. This one's giving me some sass. Pin 3. Maybe that's wording. Shouldn't be, but maybe it is. I think Vector Potential might be the one that coined the twisty pick. I need to get better at that for these keyways. Come on. I might even need to go bottom of the keyway with this thing. I could be going at this all wrong. People swear by top of the keyway, but I am sorry. I like bottom of the keyway better. I mean, oh, I felt a little bit of movement there again. Okay, something's going on, and I can't figure it out. Go to the back again. Pin there that feels like it wants to move, and everything dropped. I don't know why I have such problems with these standard locks sometimes. Sometimes I blast through them. Sometimes I'm better off chewing on broken glass. Go with a shorter hook. I don't think I have one. Might have to put the Jimmy Longs away. Nope, nope. I got some core rotation there. Partial full set maybe. Just not getting around that warning correctly, I guess. Okay, pin 2 I think just went home because I got a slight pressure release there. Go after pin 3. This is where I seem to start having problems, is pin 3's threshold is, I don't know. It's because I'm getting deep enough into the keyway that things are, there we go, and I got it. Look at that. Nine minutes. Is that right? Yeah, 9 minutes. Awesome. I got one. Let's give this a gut. And take a look at what's inside. Okay, we are open. Oh, this might make a fine challenge lock. My goodness. key pins are going to come out there, it seems. Yep. Let's shim this and make good with it all. Okay, remember the clip goes other side there. It's funny, I got into a way more complex lock last night in half the time, but I think now that I got this one open, somebody said once you pop one, like they all kind of start to yield. Maybe it's just getting used to the feeling in it, how to tension it correctly, I guess. There we go. Grab my shimmy shim. Come on, shimmy, go in there. This shim has seen way better days and it's awfully thin. It's like a piece of mylar, mylar balloon strip. Yeah, we'll use a different shim. I don't want to, I have to throw that one away or find a different use for it. I got some sparrow shims that I've had for a long time and never really used them. Much thicker gauge. I need to find a good cheap place to get myself a supply of shims. If anybody knows of any killer shim vendors or good places to get shims, I am all ears. All right, somebody 3D printed me these plug followers, so we are going to use them. I don't remember who made them for me, but oh, D-Web. I bought a safe comm from them. All right, there's tons of whittled warding in here, and not from me because I haven't been picking these long enough. I think I bought them from somebody who was in lock sport and either never got them open or picked them forever until they did get them open. Six pins. Huh. There's only a green lock? This one has 6 pins. This might actually qualify for something a little more than a green, I would think, with 6 pins. Let's find out what's in the top. I might see on these plug followers. Okay, there we go. This shim is pretty tight in there. First pin is a standard. Second pin is a spool. I knew there were spools in here. Third pin. I take the springs out too as we go. Well, no, we're going to leave them in there. Third pin is a spool. That's an energetic spring. Holy smokes, lay down. Lay down. Worse than my damn dog. Fourth pin is, again, spool. Fifth pin, another spool. Yeah, that's a lot of spools. Jesus. And let's, these springs are sticking out, so we're going to leave them in. F it. Screw it. Sixth pin, also a spool. So that is Spool Mania. Let's go in for a little closer look. Get some light over them. Yeah, 6 pins, 5 spools. Lots of frustration. Naughty Bucket evicted. Makes me happy. I don't know if my skill's getting better or if it's just determination. Sheer, utter determination. But I will take it, whatever it is. We're not going to bother putting this back together on camera. Actually, yeah, we will. Yeah, we will. See, doesn't matter, but you know what? It kind of does. Matters to me. If it matters to me, it matters to someone else. Okay. Yeah, these are a little too unfinished. Nice little trinket, but I'm a big fan of these ones because they are super smooth. Super smooth. All right. We'll start from the back and put in This is amazing how energetic these springs are. Like they're longer than the holes are, so like they stick out ever so slightly, and they will launch the pen, like launch the pen. I hear them when I'm pushing this through, going dink off the inside. Need some light again. Okay. Yeah. Great pick. I'm happy to get this one under my belt finally. You don't think this would qualify for mixed giveaway? But I can always ask him. I feel like locks are, like, it's funny, you would think this is a cheap sport, but the further I get into it, the more expensive it's getting. Just the cost of some of these locks is astounding, which I'm okay with the cost, but if somebody's getting into this thinking they're gonna save money with a hobby that as soon as you open a lock, you need to buy another lock. I mean, you can keep picking them, that's fine, same one over and over and over and over, but then You learn how to pick one lock, and you can't pick the rest. They're all so very different. Each one's got its own personality and its own particular way of talking back to you. Almost like a toddler. They're like toddlers. No, I don't want to open. I said open. No, I'm not gonna. Which is, I guess, partially why we love this hobby. You just never know what's going to come out of their mouth. Yeah, I think somebody, like the person I bought these from on eBay, I'm pretty sure they got their asses handed to them by these locks because they are tore up. I got one that like almost looks like somebody drilled the keyway out. It's been whittled down so much. Like you could almost put a 22 bullet through it without hitting anything. Kind of crazy. Maybe they did get them open and then they were just like, I'm going to try to recoup my costs on these locks. Which is fine. Live and learn. 4 locks. 4 locks. I'm going to count them real quick. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it was 4 ABUS 7240s. And for $20, I think I paid for them. So I mean, really not the end of the world. And come on, shim, shimmy, shim. Probably don't need to shim this one, but I really don't want to deal with it when it bricks. Trying to put it back together. Here we go. Yeah, that really flimsy one served its purpose. Came back in handy. I'm glad I didn't throw it out. Okay. I'm glad I opened this. I thought it was a 5-pin lock. Thought the other one I opened was 5 pins. Yeah, this lock has seen some use. The pins are all dull and I got flecks all over the inside. My fingers, like I look like I've been antiquing something. Antiquing. Pretty safe to say, this particular ABUS is not ticklish. Because I just did surgery on the damn thing. But you never know. Somebody else might be able to tickle it. Come on. All right, we got through. I thought I was going to brick that. Wrong shaped end. I wish it had a one of those ends, but we're back together. It rotates. Get the clip on before I dump the contents, because I did that with a Dimple recently. I wish I could play the music that's on my Pandora right now, because it's one of my favorite songs of all times. Favorite band of all times. great celebration song, for me at least. You might have different mileage than me. All right, key can come out? Yeah, key's out. Good. Let's get this clipped back in where it's supposed to go. Yeah, Friday morning looks sunny and bright, like it's going to be a good day. And it would be if only you had a job. All right, we are operational. Put her back in its home. Screw it back together. Yeah, somebody had this apart because I didn't have to break that Loctite. This is definitely a refugee from somebody else's lock lab. And key back in. Operational. Awesome. Thanks for watching.